They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Now it's Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Chargers 10, Texans nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Herbert off of play action. Steps away. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Cook.
And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. I'm thinking,
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
The mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first-half lead. point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Chargers 24, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
52 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Eckler again, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Come on now.
Austin Eckler on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll find Lindsey here. Touchdown, Houston. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Herbert back to the air. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And now Watson throws another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. Not fun to watch.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. Touchdown! It's complete. Brevin Jordan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. He's got it at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from the 20. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Texans 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Down Los Angeles. Austin Eckler. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Fighting through pressure. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They'll set up a throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the safety creep.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw here on first down. Dorsett's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 yards left on second down from the 9.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Jody Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Looking for the end zone. And this, well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Extra point by Sly is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here we go, G. 42's the mic, boys. 42.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Houston, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.